A very good, happy Friday morning to everyone out there. Landon here with you to bring you your weather and night forecast courtesy of Ohio Valley Insurance. Got a little cold front approaching here out of the north and west this morning. You can see some of the cloud cover and the moisture pulling right along and ahead of that boundary. That cold front's going to be pulling down to the south as we work throughout the day, bringing the opportunity to an isolated shower or storm chance this afternoon. And folks, hopefully we get in on a little bit of it, because outside of that, we're going to be talking about intense heat and humidity that's going to be carrying us through the weekend, but especially through pretty much the entirety of next week. Let's get a look across the region. D93 Skycam, home of the Tony Rose Morning Show. I'll be chatting it up with him around the 7:30 hour for your weekend forecast. Got some clouds out there, the cloud debris blowing off from that convection we were watching just ahead of the cold front there on radar just a few moments ago. How about this sunrise? Look at what the cloud debris is doing down for Gold City. Sexton BIM Builder Skycam showing a masterpiece of a sunrise there with a wide array of colors in store that'll probably only get better here over the course of the next 20 minutes or so. Let's talk about those current readings. We are trending upwards on the temperature and dew point department at this time of day. You all recall earlier this week, it was absolutely wonderful. We were starting down the upper 40s to lower 50s. That's long gone and out of here. Hope you were able to enjoy it. We're already up into the mid 60s, both in the temperature and dew point realms. And we're going to be taking highs all the way up between the low and mid 90s this afternoon. Dew points climbing up into the 70s, folks. It's not going to be feeling very comfortable in the great outdoors with the excessive heat and humidity bearing down, but we might have a little bit of a relief here in the sense of the cloud cover that we have rolling in here early this morning, all thanks to this cold front approaching and arriving from the north and west. All right, so here's a look at the surface map. You can blatantly see what we're working with. High pressure sliding off to the south and east, allowing for that cold front to sag in here. And as it does so, here's what the latest model guidance is portraying. We're working throughout this morning. We got some convection blowing up right along south of the Ohio River right here in and around Louisville. And then here we are working into the afternoon and evening, folks, whenever our chances will be maximized for some pop-up showers and even potentially a few strong storms to come along with it. You'll see here between mid and late afternoon, we have it blowing up right along and straddling either side of the Ohio River. And then as the cold front tanks southward, as we get to right around and after sunset, it brings a few little robust cells tracking south, bisecting straight through the Wobbles community. So we'll be watching that. It's not going to be anything major. We're not expecting any severe weather. But if you get caught underneath one of these, we could receive some beneficial rainfall as we are really starting to dry out across the region. Behind the passing cold front, the convection comes to an end. And folks, actually on Saturday, it's not going to be quite as bad. We're going to put highs between the mid and upper 80s. Northerly winds is going to try to lower that humidity to an extent. It's not going to be overwhelmingly lower, but at least we'll catch a little bit of a sense of relief in the Saturday time frame, because look at what we have in store after that. Folks, we have got this large upper level ridge that is trying to build in here from the south and west, and just watch what the trends are showing. Here we are getting into the weekend. We got the ridge building over the south central U.S., and then as we roll into next week, that ridge throws down a big old gigantic anchor right across the southeast U.S., all right? So here we are looking at Monday on into Tuesday, and that fat ridge is just not going to be moving whatsoever. This is going to be bringing intense heat and humidity to Wobbles. You can see where we showcase the arrows, how all those disturbances are going to be forced to ride to our west and to our north. That's going to be keeping us bone dry and just sitting this giant heat dome right across the eastern tier of the United States, all right? This is going to result in temperatures remaining at or exceeding the 90-degree mark from Sunday pretty much through the entirety of next week. We could even be seeing values at some points in time between the mid and upper 90s. Folks, we're talking about real-time temperatures here with humidity showcasing upwards with dew points in the low to mid 70s. We could very easily experience some heat indices that could exceed the century mark there. So that'll be worth paying very close attention to. Here over the course of the next 2 weeks, the latest Climate Prediction Center outlook has given us a 60 to 70% probability of seeing temperatures above normal for this time of year. So there's that. And to add some insult on the injury, with above average temperatures forecast, we're going to be a lot drier than average as well. We've got absolutely no rainfall forecast. And folks, we're not really going to see much of anything unless we get in on this afternoon with those few spotty cells. Hopefully it blows up some more than anticipating, gives us a little bit more rainfall late this afternoon into this evening. Maybe early next week, Monday into Tuesday, typical summer-like pattern, firing off some afternoon convection and storms out there. But folks, to be honest, I am simply just not seeing it. Here's a look at your latest 5-day weather forecast. Mostly sunny today, even though it's not on the icon. We were just looking at it on the model guidance. There is a pop-up shower and storm chance this afternoon and evening. Highs between the low and mid-90s this afternoon. Catch a brief break there on Saturday with a little bit lower humidity filtering in behind that passing weak cold front. And then Sunday, mid and upper 90s. Forecast high on Sunday afternoon, 96 degrees for Father's Day. It's going to be a scorcher out there. Please take the necessary precautions and stay cool. We'll carry the same pattern throughout a good chunk of next week, folks. And you can see there Monday into Tuesday, got some pop-up storm chances there with just the heat and humidity becoming absolutely relentless. That'll wrap up your Friday morning weather or not forecast presented by Ohio Valley Insurance. You all take care of yourselves and each other. Stay safe, stay cool.